Okay. What is up, everyone? It's Lovenji Gaming. That is hot chocolate that I was drinking. You are correct. Because it's late. I usually take a cup of hot chocolate to bed with me because I'm a child at heart. I am Lovenji Gaming. We are back. It is match 2 of day 8 of the Invisible Cup. Another one of the quarter-finals as we decide who else is going through to the semis. Playing as the Red Tribe in the red base position. It's his map pick. It is Bloodlust. Their opponent, Yellow Tribe, Yellow Base. It is Pop TB Wildman. So, we saw a great game earlier in Swarm versus Erode. Swarm versus Erode. And we'll see if we have another fantastic game. The map bans, for those who don't watch the stream live, the map bans were Temple at Uppsala and Face Me, so we will not be seeing either of those maps for this matchup. Looks like Yellow is a little slow out the gate. Meanwhile, the Red Tribe has sort of run away with it. Nice forward tower here, but it won't mean jack if it doesn't get filled. And even once it gets filled, these towers here might be a bit of a problem for it. The Red Shaman is being very aggressive with how fast they've converted. They've already converted themselves up to 51. 52 even. We saw them come down this strip. I don't know if you're watching the mini-map. They came down the strip here, came straight over here and grabbed this, which usually doesn't get grabbed straight away. Yellow going to be a little bit further behind. Usually Yellow ends up with this as like an additional prize. But mid-control does go to Yellow, at least at the very start of the game. We'll have to see. Where's the Red Shaman? Where's she gone? I don't know where she is. She's in a tower. She's chill. Red Shaman in a tower. Yellow Shaman contemplating life and things. I've somehow made the game slowly rotate. How did I do that? I have no idea how I made it slowly rotate around the Shaman like that. It was impressive, so if I ever figure that out, you might see more of that. Fire Warriors in the center going to control this position. Could build more towers, you know, and get one even higher. I like this one in particular. This one is really quite difficult to dislodge. This one's annoying. This one's obnoxious. So Red Shaman has left a tower. Building Warrior, training her. Everything looks standard. We go into the base the world view. As you can see, the bases are looking good. They're coming up fast. Defense is online. A little bit thin for Yellow at the front line. You've got to be careful with that. Yellow is already quite exposed on this attack vector anyway. So, approaching in. I have to see. Two Shamans going to meet each other in the center now. The blasts are exchanged. The Ghost Army is going to bully the Yellow Shaman. Another Ghost Army comes out, but Yellow is looking okay at the moment. There we are. Two Shamans dancing in front. Lots of Ghosts and some Swarms as well. Absolutely getting bullied here. The proximity blasts are good. The Braves are going to get it. Yes, Red gets first blood onto the Yellow Shaman with plenty of ghosts being cast there. Now the Red Shaman just gets to walk into the base because these towers, they are empty. I was telling you this front part of the Yellow base looks exposed. Yellow's sort of showing it. The Earthquake goes off. Red Shaman's still alive. Fire Warrior's still shooting, but the Red Shaman hasn't gone down yet. And there she goes. Red Shaman goes down. to take out the frontline tower. Ghost Army to distract the follow-up. Walking into your own tornado is ill-advised. It's one of Lovenji's top things to not do, dying to the water death. It's going to be a quick respawn. Earthquake, not great. But now yellow is dead for a completely open attack from the red shaman. Ghost Army comes down here. Couple of fire warriors in guard towers. The defense still looking a little bit thin. Fire warrior getting picked up. The red shaman being pushed back just enough that the yellow shaman has respawned, and now she can make her way towards the front line where she can hold the ground. Yellow's had to give up some of this middle position in order to bring those fire warriors back to defend themselves. Meaning this tower's unoccupied and these huts have been able to be built. Warriors for our red shaman will be moving towards the middle. To see yellow doing their best. They're building as fast as they can, but they are certainly falling behind. Yellow shaman forced out, goes straight back into her guard tower. Spells, we're looking at one earthquake. A lot of utility spells being used. Oh! Yellow's left a tower, now she's in dangerous position. She didn't quite time that blast. So close to being perfect, but just not quite. The yellow shaman goes down. Red warriors are going to be on their way, I imagine. I hope. No. 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 Shut up, Lovenji. Ghost Army comes down for the red shaman. She doesn't really need it because she's just going to earthquake the front anyway. Oh, this is getting more and more annoying for the yellow base. It's getting more and more flat, more and more wide open. A lot of annoyance trying to hold this ground. Population's 81 for red, 62 for Wildman. 5 warriors, 13 fire warriors, 2 3 warriors, and 6. So the troops starting to go ahead. Not much in it in the brave counts though, so both players going to be working with similar mana. One player has a stronger military presence. Ooh. What was that? What on Red Shaman just doing what she feels like, defying the laws of reality to throw out earthquakes willy-nilly. Looks like Wildman is in trouble. But it's good to see them coming back with earthquakes of their own. The earthquakes are shit, but Wildman can't be blamed for that. The earthquake gods giveth, and the earthquake gods taketh away. They've still got mid control, which is surprising. I'm surprised Red hasn't just made use of these warriors. And to be fair, Red may very well do that. They might just build up to a critical mass, do a front attack, split the warriors to the side, kill everything on the side with warriors. Shaman's dancing. High ground is in favour of Bloodlust, though. This would usually be a yellow high ground advantage. All this earthquake spamming has paid off. Yellow is working on set height land. But it's enough. No, never mind. The earthquake actually comes out. The Red Shaman survived again when she shouldn't have. Bad earthquake, though. Yellow can be happy with that waste of mana. And looks like the warriors, they're starting to dance. Yellow, what are you doing with your warriors there, buddy? You gotta be careful. So, common error for players. Yellow tried to bring their warriors to the front, but because their base looks like this, these boys tried to get to the front from here, which would have resulted in them all dying. Yellow Shaman casting some very interesting blasts and getting themselves killed there. I understand that they were trying to deny the Fire Warriors, but if that first blast was on those two Braves, then they just survived the push, and then they could have dealt with the Fire Warriors. But, you know, hindsight 2020. It's easy to be a backseat tournament player when you're not actually in the game. Swarm coming out here, going to empty out that tower. Ghost army comes down, but these towers... Oh no, one of them is full. It's a lot of ghosts for a single tower. Ghosts that are now going to be earthquaked by the Red Shaman. Another pretty poor earthquake. But Red is sort of flexing on themselves now. Red does have to be careful. Red is ahead, but they haven't won the game. There are warriors going to the middle, which we'll have a look at now. But the hopefully the splash damage of these Fire Warriors in huts should eventually clean them up. Although Yellow is taking quite a few casualties as a result. But Red dropping down to 6 warriors, Yellow on 3. Fire Warriors in huts, though, doing a great job of weakening the army. And now these towers are going to be able to hold what remains of the warrior forces, one would hope. Remaining warrior is going to come in to try and clean this up. A little bit of play, defensive play there. Makes sense to see it. Red Shaman going to the center, though. So, Red Shaman going to empty out these towers with the remaining warriors. Able to do so with relative ease. Ghost Army's going to come down here. Earthquake on the side strip, just going to take out a hut completely. See what else it does. Sinks a guard tower, sinks another hut. Burns out a guard tower as well. What is Wildman up to? He's bringing forward some warriors. The red base might be a little bit exposed. We'll have to see what Yellow is able to do here. That's not what you want to see from those warriors. You want to see big defensive break, especially when you were agreeing to trade with your opponent there. You know, you wanted to trade territory. You give this up to maybe hit the center of your opponent's base where all their large huts are. But instead, it just died. And those warriors, they've all been cleaned up. They haven't even been retreated. You've got to retreat your warriors when you are abandoning an attack. Those warriors are all going to get killed. Meanwhile, Red Shaman is still alive. She's still on the tear. She's actually charged another earthquake. She's going to get it onto the warrior training hut. Wildman misses the light. Very annoying. This is basically unusable now. Yellow is getting picked apart. Nice lightning, though. Just going to knock Bloodlust straight into the water. So, Wildman in trouble here. It's got lots of land, but it's all damaged, and there's nothing protecting them. I would say, however, Red's being quite lazy with the defense. This could be towered up. You know, you could be towering middle right now. They have put down the plans, actually, so I'll retract that bit, but you know, this could be towered up. There could be Fire Warriors in here to be safe. Good kill on a cluster of the warriors there for Yellow. Wow, good blast. Didn't really actually kill that many of them, but killing some warriors is better than killing no warriors. Earthquake on the side is going to open up that red side strip and create that lovely trooping path that we like to see when attacking on the red base. Very annoying for the red player, as warriors will just continuously slip in here. Not that Wildman currently has the map control to launch such an attack. Wildman playing dangerous, running around on the edge of a hill there. I hate it when players do that. It makes my muscles tense in all of the ways, including that one. Fire Warrior cleared up. by Bloodlust there. Tower on the front line, denied. Another Ghost Army going to come out. The land bridge comes out. Going to make a ramp into the yellow main base. That needs to be towered immediately. Yellow hitting a clutch lightning there. This needs to be towered instantly. Otherwise, this is just a highway into your base. What do we got? We got any tower plans? No tower plans going down. Yellow focusing on their assault, wants to make this count. It's not a risk I would make. There's some fire warriors in this hut, which is a good little call. Anything to help soften the blow from these warriors. Shaman's just going to die. Doesn't even get the earthquake off. And now, this highway is exposed. The tower plans go down, but it's too little too late. And in fact, it's only one tower plan. Look at these warriors, and look at this shaman. This is one angry bitch. She is coming. Okay, a little bit early, I think. You weren't really being challenged, but good damage. And the second earthquake onto the fire warrior training hut. Could just end the game here. It goes the right way. It doesn't go the right way, but the red shaman with the perfect core camp lightning. Yellow only just spawning and getting absolutely obliterated on the spawn. Red is on a tear. Look at those blasts, and here come the warriors. Often you see the warriors lead the charge for the shaman, but on this occasion it was the other way around. Shaman was like, follow me, boys. I'll do the heavy lifting. You just clear up. And here they are to clear up. We might just see GG here as Braves punch the shaman to death. But it's these boys with swords they've got to worry about. Each warrior takes 6 Braves to kill. So you can imagine how quickly 23 warriors is going to go through 85 population. Master of Warriors going to try and clear up some of these troops. Even the shaman, she's not allowed to leave her base. She's having to play the defensive to try and save what little of her huts she has remaining. Large huts at the back of the base are being destroyed completely by warriors. The separation of these troops is good. Look at this, 3 huts now. 3 large huts completely destroyed. And while the yellow shaman is busy on cleanup duty, Red's respawned. Red's gone straight to the middle. I think we'll be seeing a GG call very soon, as Red shows you how you control territory and how you end a game in Populous. 2 lightnings. Not really finding the mark. 3 lightnings, in fact. There's a third that I didn't see. Earthquake comes out for Bloodlust. It's just making the damage worse. Every earthquake, even a bad one, is an earthquake that Yellow can't afford to take. Wildman doing their best. Everyone is guessing that Yellow is Torok. I don't think you've seen Torok play if you think Yellow is Torok. Lambridge coming out. Ooh, Tornado almost picks up the Shaman. Proximity blasting, though. Shaman's on low life. She's going to die soon. The lightning does hit, though. She bought herself just enough time to keep herself alive to hit that lightning. And it's going to stem her bleeding for another 40 seconds. But I think we can say, when we look at the state of the yellow base, we go on over and we look at the state of the red base. We will be seeing good game. Very soon. Red is Torok. What? stop reading my chat. For being silly. Fire warriors patrolling in open ground. They are no match for angry men with swords. And a few yellow warriors are going to try and protect this fire warrior training hut on the side. I'd let it die. You've got one in your base. But, nice knock with that. Getting the shaman pushed into the water. These warriors are going to destroy this fire warrior training hut, and the shaman's immediately forced to run over here. Red warriors do get the damage though, so the hut is going to be out of commission for 90 seconds before it can be repaired. Single red warrior still left standing though, being reinforced by his friend, who's quickly cut to pieces. We can see now though red has completely destroyed the yellow's front sort of expansion and turned it into a wall of defense. You know, I wouldn't want to try to attack this red base. There's towers everywhere. See even more towers soon enough, no doubt. Red going for a land bridge to the side, giving themselves room for even more towers, perhaps. More extra huts. You can see red's green bar, 235. Lightning does not find the mark onto the yellow shaman there. The red shaman is going to use the fact that it pushed her away to gain themselves some high ground. Lightning onto that tower, though, is going to work, and Wildman's lightning in response, not good enough. Now, the red shaman's going to be attacking. We've got a firestorm. We've got 2 earthquakes. A lot of damage going to be coming in from the shaman. Yellow's sitting on some spells, but it doesn't matter if you can never leave your base. Oh, cheeky shot from that fire warrior. Almost had a waterborne shaman there. Blasts onto the warriors to try and kill them. Firestorm, there you go. That's where it needs to be. It's going to get so many fire warriors because they've all been clicked on the bloody shaman. And shaman actually throws off an earthquake and then dies. Apparently the fire warriors were close enough to get the shot. But every hut, yellow can't afford to. Meanwhile, yellow's having to earthquake towers because they're just so close. And it's not a bad earthquake, it's not a great earthquake, but it's done some damage, but it's only done damage to defense. Wildman is bleeding themselves out of this game. They won't be around much longer. We'll be seeing GG soon enough. I suspect Wildman just wants to use their spells. There goes yellow. GG. Wildman has surrendered. Bloodlust takes game number 1. A lot of people, perhaps. What is up, everyone? It is Lovenji Gaming, and I am back. We are here with potentially the last game of Invisible Cup Day 8, as Bloodlust and Wildman have swapped colours, just to confuse me. But up 1 game after an impressive performance on Yggdrasil. It is Bloodlust, now playing as the yellow tribe. They were the red tribe in the previous one. You can always check down in the bottom right of my screen if you forget who is who. Their opponent now playing as the red tribe within the blue base. On Blade, 'tis Wildman. So Wildman needs to win this game for a shot at qualifying themselves into the semi-finals, where they will face Erode, who recently defeated Swarm earlier today. Erode versus whoever wins this match. And whoever wins that is automatically guaranteed some prize money, because there's prize money for the top 3. So, getting yourselves into the grand final guarantees that you get prize money. getting yourselves into the semi-final gives you a real good shot at it. But let's not talk too much about money now. As you can see, both players building their bases. There's a lot of huts going up for yellow. Meanwhile, we've seen a little bit more. Can't really call it tech in Populous, but I'm going to call it tech anyway. We've got a Fire Warrior training hut here, as well as some huts. Huts facing all sorts of directions for red. Huts all facing the same direction for yellow. Fire Warrior training hut coming up here. Yellow building some frontline towers as well as a couple on the high ground. We've seen a few approaches to this map. We've seen some reserved guard tower building, which certainly got Swarm absolutely battered by Erode. And in that very same game, we saw what I like to call the paranoid towers, where Erode had like 90 towers at the start of the game. We'll see which our players opt for. He's being a god member. You played better when you were in D, Spyro. Nice blast from the Yellow Shaman there to knock red out of the guard tower. Shaman being pushed even further back by these well-placed blasts. A little bit of blast tricking going on. Shaman taking a bit of a blast to the chin there as guard towers exchange fireballs towards one another. Nice that the slight elevation of these is actually giving them a good chance at just knocking this straight down. Now yellow base being built as you would expect. We'll see if any dismantling comes out. At the moment, Shaman's busy casting spells on the front line. Ghost army after ghost army after ghost army. And there we go, there's the front line EQ. Let's see what it does. A bit of damage there. Very annoying. Just going to push back the amount of available land that red has to build. Wildman now has plenty of time to contemplate their life's choices as they charge a tornado. And that's it. They're just charging a tornado. They've got one earthquake ready to go. Now they're thinking, do you know what? I'd quite like some wind. A little wind to go with my lava. Yellow Shaman doesn't want any of that shenanigans as she throws out another frontline blast. Being very preventative here. Which means she's paying attention to the front line so she's not dismantling, and you can sort of see that reflected in her population. Although she's outbuilding Wildman, she's not dismantling to make up for it. I wouldn't use a tornado to pick up a Shaman, but red really wants to, and it didn't pay off as now red's actually being kept out of their own base by the Yellow Shaman, whose blasts have been pretty precise. An attempt at the blast trick was made there. It wasn't quite enough. Yellow Shaman, low life. Can she be punched to death? There's the Fire Warrior shot just in time. No extra damage coming out here. But Bloodlust is kind of running away with this match already. I don't think we're going to see very much. from Wildman here, but we'll see. Wildman did pick this map. Maybe they have a strategy. Maybe they have something undermined. Oh, that was flashy. That was very flashy. There are not many frames for you to be able to do that. Very flashy. Those of you that missed that, the earthquake made water, which the yellow shaman went into. The blast pushed the shaman down, which killed her. And then the lava made her body have a bit of land to sit on. Sorry, I've turned the alert box off for the tournament shoutcasts, Div. But thank you for giving a tier 1 sub to Best Cersei. Lightning comes out for the shaman. Lightning comes out for the red shaman, who is now Wildman. I'm getting confused by this. We'll have to see what she chooses to do. She hasn't really had an opportunity to be on the defensive yet. She only got one earthquake. She's just going to throw it at the front line. So we'll see what this does. Not the best. Warriors starting to be pumped out here. The upgrading is coming in fast. As you can see, plenty of medium huts and even some large huts dotted in between. Nice lightning from Bloodlust. We missed it, but we saw the kill. Red troops now forced to retreat, but Red did buy themselves some territory. They've managed to push themselves forward and actually make a little bit of something happen here. But Yellow's on double earthquake, so can just use one earthquake at the front line to get themselves further in. For EQ number 2. All going in a straight line, but then caught standing still. What is this shit? We've got one shaman who just walks in a straight line, the other shaman just stands completely still. Who's worse? Who can say? Both shamans go down. We're going to see a little battle of the soldiers in the center. Red warriors massacre the meager forces that Yellow's brought to the front line. Oh no, never mind. Looks like the Yellow warriors are actually going to win. I retract everything I said. Shut up, Lovenji. You don't even play this game. The extra splash damage from the fire warriors is going to mean that 2 yellow warriors and a single yellow fire warrior survives the fray. But their decision to destroy that tower is going to get them both killed. There they go. Single fire warrior at the front line now. Blast going to clear him up. Lightning! Whoa, what a shot! That can't feel good. These back-to-back lightning deaths. That cannot feel good. Yeah, Red's base. Or yellow's base. It's the red base. These towers are empty. There's a warrior training hut on the front line. Tons of damage, but they get the opportunity to throw out another earthquake. Both shamans throwing out lightnings like you wouldn't believe. Red shaman is on fire. She says, "Alright, GG," and just surrenders. She calls it there. Not having a great day. GG, well played. Looks like Bloodlust is going to be advancing to face Erode in 2 very quick games.